Hello children, we are continuing the series on spotting the errors. Spotting the errors is an important question in the UPSC NDA GAT English examination. Now we are here at the third session of spotting the errors. At the beginning, let us study 10 rules of spotting the errors. Then we are going to have practice session. And this practice session is going to be of 10 questions of set number 3. At the end, we'll discuss the answers of practice set number 3. Rule number 1 of spotting the errors. Since indicates a point of time and for stands for the length of time. Since shows when it is going to start, a point of time, whereas for is used for duration of time. Now let us take up the examples. He has been reading the book since 2 hours. It's wrong because 2 hours shows duration. 2 hours shows length of time. He has been reading the book for 2 hours. So 2 hours is a length of time. Therefore, we have to use for. It has been raining for Monday last. That's wrong because here point of time is there when it's going to start. So the right answer will be it has been raining since Monday last. Rule number 2 on spotting the errors. Lest must be followed by should. Lest is negative. So lest shows negative connotation. Therefore, we should not use any negative with lest. And remember that lest should be followed by should. Rule number 3 of spotting the errors. Unless expresses a condition, whereas until shows us time. And therefore, unless and until, that is very confusing to us. So remember, unless functions like if. So that expresses a condition, that shows a condition. It is always used in the negative sense. So therefore, not is never used with unless. Unless you do not labor hard, you will not pass. That's wrong because unless also shows negative sense. Unless you labor hard, you will not pass. That's a right sentence. Rule number 4 of spotting the errors. Until expresses time. It has a negative sense and thus not should never be used with it. We already seen in the case of unless also we should never use not, and in the case of until too we should not use not. Wait here until I do not return. That's an incorrect sentence. The right sentence will be wait here until I return. You can use even till in place of until. Both have got same meaning, but the difference is in spelling. In the case of till, T-I-double-L. In the case of until, U-N-T-I-L. Let us move on to the rule number 5. This rule is very important and it is on question tag. So let us understand the question tag. It's a common practice in conversation to make a statement and ask for confirmation. As it is very hot, isn't it? So we are asking for confirmation. 2 points are to be kept in mind. If the statement is positive, then the question tag will be negative. If the statement is negative, the question tag will be positive. So the pattern will be auxiliary plus n apostrophe t plus subject. If the statement is negative, the pattern will be auxiliary plus subject. It is raining, is it? It's wrong. It is raining, isn't it? You are not busy, aren't you? You are not busy, are you? That's correct sentence. The point to note here is that the question tag will always have the same verb. So whatever verb is there, whatever helping verb is there, that you have to use it. If helping verb is not there, then you have to find out the helping verb you can use do. The question tag will always have the same verb form which we have in the main statement. I have finished my work. Didn't I? Wrong. I have finished my work. Haven't I? So it is raining, isn't it? You are not busy, are you? I have finished my work. Haven't I? Rule number 6 of spotting the errors. As if is used to convey the sense of pretension. When as if is used in this sense, were is used in all cases, even with third person singular. He behaves as if he was a king. That's a wrong sentence. He behaves as if he were a king. That's correct sentence. When you want to indicate wish, and if you use if, then what will come? If I was a prime minister, that's wrong. If you want to show wishes, then you have to use were. If I were the prime minister of this country. So with if, what is coming there? Were is coming. Rule number 7 of spotting the errors. If in a sentence an apposition has been used, the verb will follow not the apposition but the noun or pronoun preceding it. So what is preceding the apposition? That you have to keep it in mind. You are a good boy. That will be the right sentence. You, my son, is a good boy is the incorrect sentence. You, my son, are a good boy is a correct sentence. Are is referring to you. Keep this thing in mind. Rule number 8 of spotting the errors. Proper, abstract and material nouns have no plural except when they are used as common nouns. The house is built of bricks. The house is built of brick is correct sentence. When such nouns are used in the plural, they become common nouns and their meaning change. Coppers, it refers to copper coins. Iron, it refers to fetters. Tins, it refers to cans made of tin. Woods, it refers to forest. So wood has got different meaning, woods have got different meaning. Water, waters, it refers to sea, ocean. He lives in the woods. That means he lives in the forest. If a pronoun comes after a preposition, it should be used in the objective case. Which one is a preposition here? Between is preposition. What has followed preposition? Between you and I, neither of us is correct. You in subjective case and objective case have got same form. But the right answer will be between you and me, neither of us is correct. After preposition you is there. That you is in objective case. And I is wrong because it is in subjective case. So between you and me. And after preposition what follows is objective case of the pronoun. Rule number 10 of spotting the errors. A pronoun takes an objective case after let. Let I do it wrong. Whenever you are using let, you have to use objective case. Let me do it. What is objective case of I? I is subjective case and objective case will be me. We, us. They, them. He, him. She, her. So remember objective cases. So whenever you are using let, objective case should be there after let. Pronouns joined by and remain in the same case. He and her are brother and sister. So what comes before the verb is subject. So you have to use those pronouns in subjective case only. He and she are brother and sister. What comes after the verb? It's a objective case. He and me are friends. Wrong. He and I are friends. Now we are going to start practice session in order to find out to what extent you have learned all these rules and to what extent you are prepared for this type of question, spotting the errors. So we are going to have practice set number 3 containing 10 questions. At the end of this session, we are going to have discussion of the answers of set number 3. Question number 1 of practice set 3. It is our duty A. to put off our shoes, B. before entering the sanctum sanctorum of any temple or mosque, C. no error, D. Question number 2. The only good thing A about these pens, B, are their color and their size, C. no error. Question number 3. My brother-in-laws, A, who live in Mumbai, B, have come to stay with us, C. no error, D. Question number 4. I advise my son, A, to engage 2 coolies instead of 1, B, because the luggage was too much heavy for a single coolie, C. no error, D. Question number 5 on spotting the errors. Raman was one of those great sons of India, A, who has earned everlasting fame, B, for scientific researches, C. no error, D. Question number 6. No sooner did the thief see the policeman, A, that he jumped over the wall, B, and ran away, C. no error, D. Question number 7. On entering the room, A, she was found hanging, B, from the ceiling, C. no error, D. Question number 8. If I were, A, in his shoes, B, I would die with shame, C. no error, D. Question number 9. I am vexed, A, at him about what, B, He has done C. No error D. Last question of practice set number 3. He led for half an hour unconscious A until he was seen B by a passing vehicle C. No error D. I hope you have attempted all 10 questions of spotting the errors of set number 3. Now is the time to discuss the answers for practice set number 3. I am quite sure you must have done well in this practice session. Let us discuss the answers of practice set number 3. Question number 1. It is our duty to put off our shoes before entering the sanctum sanctorum of any temple or mosque. What is the answer here? B is the answer. To put off our shoes is wrong. We say to put on our shoes. And when you want to remove your shoes, what should you say? You should say to take off. So take off will be the right phrase. So you have to remember which phrase you should use. What does to put off mean? To put off means postpone. You are not postponing your shoes. So the right phrase will be to take off. So therefore the error is in B. The only good thing about these pens are their color and their size. What is the answer here? Answer is C. Why answer is C? Remember that you have to find out the real subject. Now the helping verb, which is the main verb here, is referring not to pens. The only good thing is their color. So you have to find out the real subject. And it is referring back to thing. The only good thing is their color and their size. So the only good thing about these pens is their color and their size. Let's discuss the answers of question number 3 and 4. Third one, what is the answer? A. My brother-in-laws who live in Mumbai have come to stay with us. My brothers-in-law. So whenever we are using compound noun, what will be its a form? Its a form will be brothers-in-law, sons-in-law. Whatever is a root word, that you have to find out. And what is the root word there? Brother is a root word. So therefore the form will be brothers-in-law, sons-in-law, daughters-in-law, commanders-in-chief. So therefore the error is in A. My brothers-in-law. Second question. Here, that's a fourth one. I advise my son to engage 2 coolies instead of 1 because the luggage was too much heavy for a single coolie. It has to be too heavy, not too much heavy. Because both are referring to that it is quite heavy. It is very heavy. So therefore, too heavy for a single coolie. So therefore, the answer is C. Let's go to question number 5 and find out its answer. Raman was one of those great sons of India who has earned everlasting fame for scientific researches. You know that the answer is B. Why answer is B? Who has earned? Raman has earned. But remember that here, who when we are using, you have to go back to sons of India. One of those great sons of India. So who will be referring to sons of India? So therefore, you have to use plural verb. One of those great sons of India who have earned. So Raman was one of those great sons of India. So sons, that's in plural. Therefore, the verb which you are using there, it has to be plural in form. So therefore, who have earned. Now let's go to the question number 6, which is a very, very important question. No sooner did the thief see the policeman that he jumped over the wall and ran away. So the error is in B and the answer is B. Why? No sooner, whenever we are using no sooner, we have to use than. No sooner than. Such that, but no sooner than. No sooner did, it's correct. The thief see, that's correct. So here than should be there in the case of B. No sooner did the thief see the policeman than he jumped over the wall and ran away. Let's discuss the answers of question number 7 and 8. On entering the room, she was found hanging from the ceiling. Answer is B. And here you see it's very, very ambiguous when you say she was found hanging. The woman found hanging, right? On entering the room, the woman found hanging. Okay, but here she found hanging, that will be right sentence. So on entering the room, it was found that the woman was hanging from the ceiling, or she found hanging from the ceiling. So therefore the error is in B. If I were in his shoes, I would die with shame. If I were, probably you might think that that may be the answer here, but you already know that the answer is C. I would die with shame. I would have died with shame. Simple past when we are using, it has to be I would have died with shame. Question number 9. I am vexed at him about what he has done. Answer is B, because there is error in preposition. I am vexed with him about what he has done. So in place of at, what should be the answer? Which should be the answer? Whenever you are using the verb vex, then you have to use with. So vexed with, annoyed with. I am annoyed with him about what he has done. So therefore the error is in B. I am vexed with him about what he has done. Let's go to the last question. He lay for half an hour unconscious until he was seen by a passing vehicle. Laid. Remember here, laid is the past tense of lay. Laid eggs. But he was lying unconscious. Lie. And what will be the past tense form of lie? Lay. So therefore, right word or right verb will be lay. He lay for half an hour unconscious. Therefore, the answer is A, because the error is in A. With this, we come to the end of third session on spotting the errors. Thank you.